Entrepreneurial and business failures can be attributed to a large variety of reasons, but in this video I'm going to talk to you about the 5 most common reasons why entrepreneurs and business owners fail. The most common reason why business owners and entrepreneurs fail is because they end up creating a solution that people don't want, or they don't realize that they want. So either they create something based on needs, or the founder thinks that if they have a need for something, that the market is automatically going to want it. Now, sometimes what happens is you can create something that people need, but you have to be very good at making them realize that they also want it. So either the product or the service or the solution needs to be something that the people need, or you need to be very good at translating that need into a want so people line up to buy it. The second reason why entrepreneurs and business owners fail is that their solution is not differentiated enough, or it's not micro-niched enough. Sometimes when you're launching a new solution, you cannot offer something that already exists in the marketplace. You have to differentiate yourself somehow. It may be through your branding, it may be through your messaging, it may be through a feature that you have in your product or service. It may be through the way you micro-niche, which simply means that within a broad genre, you go quite specific about the problem that you're solving, or who you're solving it for, or where you're solving that problem. So if business owners and founders just go and launch a generic solution in the mass market without some differentiation or without some micro-niching, it results in a very high probability of failure, because the market has a lot of choice and they're not necessarily going to pick the new entrepreneur or the new business owner's product or service. The third most common reason for business and entrepreneurial failure is lack of clarity about the business model. So many entrepreneurs and business owners will talk about business planning, but very few understand the importance of planning for the business model. There are many different types of business models. Your business model will take into consideration how and where you're going to launch your product or service, how you will reach your customers, how you will charge them. And there are too many variations for me to go into right now, but the reality is the clarity of business model results in clarity of a marketing plan. When people don't know what their business model is specifically, when they don't know exactly who they're selling to, how they're going to reach those people, what they're charging for, and what they're going to charge, it leads to a lot of confusion. And then what happens is that confusion is reflected in their marketing. And when marketing is confusing and it's giving out a lot of mixed signals, the customers get confused, and that delays their purchasing decisions, ultimately resulting in business failure. The fourth reason for entrepreneurial or business failure is not having a robust marketing plan. A robust marketing plan is simply a plan that has more than one way of being able to attract the attention of your ideal customer. Sometimes you'll see that business owners and entrepreneurs are making money, but they're only relying on one marketing strategy. And if there was a change in the marketplace, for example, some business owners were very heavily reliant on SEO to get customer attention. And when the rules around SEO changed, literally overnight, their profitability suffered. So a robust marketing plan is one where the entrepreneur, the business owner, has given consideration to having up to between 5 to 8 marketing channels through which they can capture the interest of their ideal customer, but they can also generate inquiries and generate leads. Now, this is really important, because when a business does not have a robust marketing plan and anything changes out there, it can literally get that business owner to fail, because they were reliant only on one way to drive customer interest. So a marketing plan is extremely important, and depending on the type of business that you're in, you may need a marketing plan that looks at the most effective channels of attracting customer interest. So this is something that a lot of business owners and entrepreneurs don't understand. A robust marketing plan, in my opinion, is an absolute essential to being able to build a successful business. The fifth major reason for entrepreneurial and business failure is the inability to manage the sales process. A lot of business people don't actually have a sales process. Now, if you're in a simple business model, you may not need a process. People may just walk in and buy. But for a lot of business owners, that's not going to happen unless they're very well established. So in the beginning, it is important to track where the leads and inquiries are coming from, what percentage of those customers are actually buying, and what percentage of those customers are being retained. A sales management system also allows you to capture critical data about the customer so you can retarget them. In the absence of a proper sales management system and the inability to understand where the sales are coming from, and in an inability to understand what other conscious and unconscious objections that customers have, a lot of entrepreneurs will end up wasting so much money on acquiring a person who's interested, but then because of an inefficient sales process, they'll end up losing that person who could have been a customer. So these are the 5 major reasons why a lot of entrepreneurs and business owners fail. And because they don't even understand what is the root cause of their failure, they don't even have the ability to fix this. So I just wanted to bring to your attention that if you are somebody who is already in business or you have the intentions of being in business, you must give due consideration to these 5 factors to maximize your chance of business success.